Okay, that last run was a good experiment, to be sure. But APOC 5 calls, and I don't think that you can afford to be quite so greedy at APOC 5. We will we will certainly try again. Oh my gosh, the hand crossbows keep coming, it seems. We have a whole new cast of characters, as is tradition. Let's see what we're working with. So we're picking up a sword on Zaniel. That's Daniel with a Z. And Zaniel is a shield bearer, frail, and a bruiser. So very nice opportunity for a stun build, assuming... Well, we didn't get debuff, so we do like seeing Harvester. We got defensive and assassin, which doesn't pair particularly well with these attributes, but we'll see. And then some nice accuracy, decent worn medium armor, which I think is better than the heavy armor on early knights. Carmen is our second steel hand crossbow. Okay, so boots that are zeroing out your mana regen are not great, no matter what they're offering. Same here. I don't like how our armor takes a hit there, but you can't... First night, you can't really handle that. In fact, all three of these trinkets are, I would argue, pretty awful. This one we could probably put here just because we have a bit of extra accuracy coming in. But let's figure out. So Sentry is more range damage and more reliability. Feyblood is range damage, dodge, and movement points. And Cerebral is basically just 15% XP. And we are rocking Poison debuff. We do have Initiator, quantity over quality. We don't have Volatile projectiles, which is good and bad, I feel like. But yeah, not terrible. And then Jonko, our third friend here, is rocking a Tome of Secrets. We've also been a little light on quality gear this time around. The crit I will probably leave here. Worn light armor. And you are stunning. Your debuff and back protection. Not insanely valuable here. Brute is just a negative. Thick-skinned is whatever. And Scavenger is fine, but nothing to write home about. So I would say this team is much more average than our last team. Now, things we learned from last run, just to talk about them. I do think that salvaging your 4 spots, and I think most of your 3 spots, is worth doing. I think the diminishing returns on salvaging your 2 and 1 ruins is relatively small. So over here, well, we can't see it now, but we can go through it later on. So we're going to start out, and I think I'll just probably do you here. Now, our mana situation is not great. We have mana growth, Harvester on our caster, Harvester on our melee. Unfortunately, not having Harvester on our steel crossbow means we need a lot more sustain to make this work. But yeah, without further ado, let us fight for the right to party. It is insane what a difference the increased movement makes from the apocalypse levels. It's quite chilling. So I'm trying to set up some good blaze targets here. Kind of half happened. Because I probably will spend... This will probably be the only mana I spend, if we're being honest on this. Gonna try to be net positive on mana. I think we'll just retreat like that. We don't really have much more we can do. And someone's going to have to come over to this side here. Oh, you hate to see the armor of your melee barely holding up. And then we're just going to need to... We need to get over here, for sure. Oh, that's a bad hit. Alright, and then I think we're just going to armor up there. That's probably the best we can do. Now, we have 9 mana here, so... We do have some... capacity for getting a lightning bolt that could really clear things out a little bit. Didn't do quite as much as I was hoping it would. I'm potentially also going to do a bit of a blockade here. This is a moderately defendable spot. I guess one more pop of this isn't gonna break the bank. But let's get rid of this guy so that we can actually put it somewhere smart. Okay, those should not overlap too much. Oof. The mana goes quick, I tell ya. Now over here, we're gonna need to bring someone around this way. But we don't see this spot here is nice because we only have 2 attack surfaces. Yeah, that move glitch does need to get resolved. Okay, and that should be plenty to protect us. That's a miss key. That was the wrong person to attack. Okay, that gets us a decent straight line propagate, which I feel like I am feeding Carmen a few too many kills right now. But I'm not fully sure how I would handle it differently. Oh, the splitter moving in like that, it was very dangerous. And then unfortunately now this blockade is going to fall as someone needs to come back this way and clean up all this. What is this guy's dodge percentage? I guess I should have tested that, but or checked that. This is one of those roulettes where I think we gotta hope that it goes down. Yeah, because otherwise we just weren't gonna have enough in us, and now we're gonna have to spend mana here, which is not how you want to be playing this one right now. If you remember, we came out of night 1 on our last run, relatively full health, full mana. That is going to be a contrast to how we come away from this one. to be sure. And over here, we're just gonna be fighting for our lives. Can't quite do that. Jeez, the misses are, or excuse me, the dodges are brutal. I needed to get in here. These 2 hit points have really hurt us quite badly. To the point where I think I just stand here and double block, because I don't think I can actually stop anything. Okay. I don't know what the plan is there. I'm going to come over this way, I think, and just hope that my 4 attacks can get most of this done. Nope, they cannot, which means I think we're going to have to use another propagate here. Oh, and the dodge. You got to be kidding me, game. Hey, low. So I officially want to apologize to you, but econ runs at APOC 5 are not the play. I'm sorry to tell you. I look forward to you getting there and proving me wrong, but yeah, we had an amazing start. We've already gone through our first game, and there's just there was no way. To put it gently, we were greedy. We tried to build econ, and we got thrashed. We had great starting weapons too. It was one for the record books. I mean, it'll be up on YouTube in a couple different forms. But the VOD will be there for all eternity. But yeah, we had a good start. This is a terrible start, as a side note. We had a good start. We got a gold mine almost fully upgraded. Yeah, Bruno, these characters are substantially weaker than the previous set. That's what happens sometimes. Yeah, we had a great start. We got to night 5, but on night 5, not having a seer was absolutely death. We had runners. They were more than in our base before we had a chance to do anything with them. Oops, that was the wrong action right there. You have 5 left. Let's... That can't propagate back on us, no matter how hard it tries. Okay. Yeah, and I think what you will find when you get to APOC 5 is it's less deadly and more impossible. The walls are too close, and the all mobs get one increased movement point. Runners get +2 movement points, which means their movement is 7, which meant that, like, the wall was here, and we had runners getting this far in on night 1. Yeah, so I stopped short of the last gold mine upgrade. I was close. I could have had it, certainly. But building it on night 5 wouldn't have made a difference. That's the thing. The seer pushes it back 2 blocks, which is not enough. But yeah, I don't think this run is going to be worth trying to press forward with, because we're going to be bankrupt on mana very shortly. Like, we've already spent more than I want to in a given run. So now where did you get to? You're out of action, so we can just run you back. And I don't think we're gonna get the if we wanted to get, I think we have to spend this money to, if we want any hope of getting the this mana. If we want any hope of getting the perfect here, which another thing that I think is absolutely needed. Yeah, moving to here meant we had no second action to follow up, so that's going to hurt us as well. And then over here, I guess we're technically still alive, but I think this might push us over right here. And I don't think the amount of mana that we're going to have to spend this turn is going to be a lot. Let's see. I'm going to move to here, and I guess we'll just... what's the play? Move you back, I guess. Oh, look at these breakpoints. 3 hit points on night 1. Oh, I can't wait low, because I need more people feeling my pain. Yeah, the first big spike in difficulty is APOC 3. Once you... Oh, that was the other thing, low. If you don't buy the sensor by night 5, but if you don't buy the seer by night 5, some of your sensors are trapped behind the mist, which means that you have not only the wall that you normally have, but you have additional mist sensor bows out from the wall, which makes it that much more punishing. But we're not... So if I want to get this, I guess I can get you and you. Hey, Sasha. How is living your best country life going? All right, then I think we just let this one fly. Rusty, more immediate future games. I have... Oh yeah, that's right. You're not in the Discord. As I know you're not interested in the Discord, so don't worry. But for anyone else who happens to be watching, in the Discord, I have a game suggestion area where I've been collating game suggestions. Games that are on the list currently for people to vote on are Axiom Verge, Star Renegade, Vault of the Void, Rift Wizards, Goblin Stone, Underrail, Wild West, Seraph's Last Stand, Peglin, Fellseal Arbiter's Mark, and Rogue Legacy 2. So, if any of those games are particularly interesting to you, and you're like, oh, if only I could watch Alden play them, this is your opportunity to realize that. Let's see. Yes. So I think it's a very astute observation, Rusty, that I mean, so first of all, the one thing of note is that hey Zach, the leaked changes that they've been mentioning, that people have been talking a lot about. So for those who aren't following the news, I think I'm gonna call this one a fail, but we'll stick through it till the bitter end here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we should do that, and then we can do that. So there's a leak from Twitch that says that that they may consider changing up their subscriber compensation model to be less generous, basically. And people are kind of saying, you know, this is they're doomsaying with good reason. Now, the flip side of that is, for me, it might actually be really good news, because I don't monetize on Twitch currently, and low. If you're interested in level 5, or you're interested in momentum builds, there is a run I had a while ago where I was hitting with a character for over 10,000 using Scepter with Weapon Specialist and Momentum. So the sword is okay, right? With the sword, you're sitting on 5% momentum on Slice. You have no idea what is possible with the Scepter. It's completely bananas. But anyways, so yeah, so the issue that Twitch is following, or that Twitch is running into, and probably will continue to run into, is that they're kind of in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, right? Ever since Amazon bought them, it's been kind of like a bit of a race to the bottom. But as part of them considering reducing the sub split, which is basically the amount of revenue that a content creator makes versus versus how much Twitch takes, they're considering getting rid of exclusivity. So, Twitch has never made money, Rusty. I don't think Twitch has ever had a profitable quarter. So, yes, they are definitely losing money. But yeah, Amazon kind of bought them with expectations, and Amazon is a rather, I would just say, ruthless company. But so low, I had 10K, and that character also had boom. So I was running over, hitting things for 10K, and then everything surrounding them was also getting hit for 10K. It was exquisite. That was a super, super fun run. Now let's see if I can't quite get there. Yeah, so that's another kind of weird aspect of things, is the way that Twitch's approach ads, I think, is very unhealthy and problematic. So, did I just debuff? Yeah, I just debuffed my hand crossbow person. That's a bad look. It does not propagate low, but it does. Let me see if I have a character who has boom currently. Yeah. Whenever a unit is killed within 3 range, the overkill damage is transferred to all adjacent units except for the hero. So, as you can imagine, low, if you hit for 10,000, like 9,000 propagates. So you're basically hitting in a 3x3 square for 9,000 damage. That particular run was a win, and my momentum character had like 17 movement and was able to run around to every druid. It was a Lakeburg victory, and they were just able to run around to every single druid and one-shot them all. It was quite hilarious. No, so if the thing that died is here, this square around them that I'm tracing with my cursor now is what gets overflow damage. It's still a lot. It's not quite as devastating as I think you're imagining. That would be very broken, but fun. Yeah, so Rusty, so I think Twitch had what is generally referred to in the industry as the first mover advantage, right? They were the first on the scenes back when they were Justin TV, I believe. Just thumbs up things, Zach. So if there are games that you like in the game suggestions channel, just react with a thumbs up or any emote at all, and that will let me know that people are excited about seeing that game played. That's the plan. Well, I think that's one of the things that's really fun about this particular game. So I'm not going to bother killing the mist sensors. If you're not getting the night one perfect, and you look like this by the end of it, this run is dead. I want to check out the level ups just to see if, like, you know, maybe our hand crossbow person gets like a multi-hit or, you know, something like that. But that's about the extent of it. Also, our perks were not good, but I always like to try. You know, so yeah, so we pick up a range damage, we pick up blue crit is nice, but blue accuracy is nice. This is a good level up. There is no, so Rusty, I have a pint glass here. I don't actually have the mason jar. I need to get that mason jar back. That's still on the East Coast, and as you can see, my my surroundings have changed. Nothing interesting there. But yes, the moonshine jar will return. That was a pretty underwhelming level up there. And then what would I pick of these? For range character, steady aim is pretty nice. And then I think we'd be hard pressed not to go glass cannon. We had a decent health pool, so that's not terrible. As for our magic user, roll that once. The action point is quite nice. And then some magic damage, a little accuracy, and no, I don't think it chain reacts. But let's look at it again. Whenever a unit is killed within range of 3, the overkill damage is transferred to all additional units except the hero. You know, it does sound like it should work that way, Lo. I do not think it worked that way in practice, but I would love to do a test run. And for the second half of the stream, I may go back to a lower APOC difficulty and just have a fun run, because sometimes these runs are pretty... I'll probably pick up glass cannon here. Sometimes these runs have a tendency to tire me out. I probably should have taken the crit there. Got lucky with the physical damage. Oh, thank you, Rusty. But yeah, I think it's gonna be very interesting. I think my thought got interrupted earlier, but the thing I'm very excited about, and this is kind of like the silver lining to it, is that I'm looking forward to the potential that I might be able to become a partner on Twitch without having to stream there exclusively, which would be awesome, because then, you know, I could further legitimize my efforts. So that would be the picks there. All right, so this didn't work out. So Lo, I'm going to go through the process of how I would upgrade this, and I'm just curious how your first night differs. So I would upgrade this, pick up a scavenge to get up to 130. And then what I did in my last game is I then went straight for a gold mine and did the first upgrade on it, which I seem to remember I actually got this one as well, which we only need to come up with 2 gold for, which we already have available. But yeah, I think I might have only gone that far because I also have to buy 2 weapons, which in this case would probably be... Well, yeah, I didn't get the perfect this time, and I'm low on money, so it's not a great thing to check. The wrong upgrade first? Let's take a look at them. Yes, I did. You're right. I'm not continuing this run, so it doesn't really matter. But yes, I previously did this one, and I think previously I also had enough to get both of them on the first night if I get the S rank, which gives me the 150 gold. But so... on subsequent nights, I got all the way up to, I think, 6 workers. How many workers are you generally at low when you hit like night 3 or something like that? I've been building houses still, so I'm a little curious. But yeah, we're gonna call this here. All right, we go again into Apocalypse 5 Glenwald. Am I gonna do Apocalypse 5 Glenwald, or do we do a normal skip the miss sensors Apocalypse 2 run? That could be fun. Yeah, let's do a fun Apocalypse 2 run, and hopefully I won't embarrass myself. I see that thumbs up on Axiom Verge. Thank you, Zach. Oh, one of the save files cannot be loaded for unknown reasons. Has been moved to a location. All right. No automatic backup was found. Okay, this is the second time we've had this happen. Yep, this is the same thing that happened last time. So we end up strangely on Apocalypse 2 with only 1 person. This could be an interesting challenge run. But I think we exit out in order to make it work. So